You've probably heard the name Yemen before, but not like this, because what if everything you've been told about this country is only half the story? What if behind the headlines, behind the assumptions, there's an entirely different world that almost no one talks about? A world filled with surreal landscapes, ancient cities that look like they don't belong on Earth, and a culture so deep, it feels like stepping into another timeline. And once you see it, you can't unsee it, because Yemen isn't just another country. It's one of the last truly mysterious places left on this planet, and the craziest part. Most people will go their entire lives without ever knowing what it actually looks like. But you're about to. Imagine a city where buildings rise out of the desert like vertical castles, stacked so high and so perfectly. It almost looks fake. This isn't CGI. This is Sanaa, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. And it feels like something straight out of a dream. Every window, every pattern, every detail tells a story that's hundreds of years old. But that's just the beginning. Because deeper inside Yemen, there's something even more unbelievable. An island so isolated, so untouched, that scientists still don't fully understand it. A place where nature decided to do things differently. Where trees look like they belong on another planet. Welcome to Socotra. This place is so unique that nearly a third of its plant life exists nowhere else on Earth. Let that sink in. Nowhere else. It's not just rare. It's almost alien. And when you see the famous dragon's blood trees, standing there like giant umbrellas, it genuinely feels like you've left Earth behind. But here's where things take a turn. Because Yemen isn't just beautiful. It's complicated. There's a reason why this country isn't flooded with tourists like other destinations, and that reason has kept it hidden for years, which creates this strange contradiction. On one hand, you have untouched beauty, raw culture, authenticity at its peak. On the other, you have a reality that most travelers never get to experience firsthand. And that's what makes Yemen so fascinating. It's not polished, it's not commercialized, it's real. And in today's world, real is rare. Now, let's talk about something most people don't expect. So people. Because when you think of a place like Yemen, you probably don't imagine warmth, hospitality, and deep-rooted traditions that go back generations. But that's exactly what you find. There's a sense of pride, a strong cultural identity, and a way of life that hasn't been diluted by modern trends. It's not trying to impress you. And that's exactly why it does. There's something powerful about places that don't change for the world. Place no matter what says, and Yemen is one of those places. But here's the part that stays with you the most. It's not just what you see. It's what you feel. There's a kind of silence in certain parts of Yemen, especially in the vast deserts, where the world just slows down. No noise, no distractions, just endless landscapes stretching beyond what your eyes can process, and in that silence, something shifts. You start to realize how fast everything else in the world is moving, and how rare it is to find a place that still feels untouched, that still feels real. Now imagine standing on a cliff, looking out over ancient architecture that has survived for centuries. knowing that most people will never see this in their lifetime. That moment alone changes the way you think about travel, because suddenly it's not about ticking destinations off a list anymore. It's about discovering something that actually means something that leaves a mark, and Yemen does that in a way very few places can. But here's the truth no one tells you. Places like Yemen won't stay hidden forever. The world is changing fast, and sooner or later, even the most untouched places start to get discovered. And when that happens, everything changes. That raw, authentic feeling, it starts to fade. The mystery slowly disappears, and what was once special becomes just another destination, which means if you're watching this right now, you're early. You're seeing something most people haven't seen yet. And that matters, because being early is everything. So the real question is, are you the kind of person who discovers places before the world catches on, or after? Because once the world catches on, it's never the same again, and Yemen, right now, is still one of the last places that feels like a true discovery. If video changed to a little Ivan, hit subscribe right now, because the next places we're about to uncover are even more unbelievable than this, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next.